loss, I'm ready to win. Yeah, refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked the mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes. They gon' take a few to lose. Built to win. Applied myself. I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm ready to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Coach Coombs, FFC, and we are here for Week 10, baby. Yes, sir. We got Week 10 football tonight. We got Panthers Bears. Probably going to be one of the ugliest games we watch, but in a sense, I think it's going to have a lot of points. It's just going to be one of those games where maybe both defenses look bad, but we'll get a little bit into that a little bit later. As we start our show today, I want to start off today with a segment I forgot to do yesterday. So, as we all know, if you've watched Coach long enough, there's players, staff members, coaches, I don't care for. We could take it back to the days of Jeff Fisher, right? I'm watching football in my young days of Jeff Fisher. And for the life of me, I never understood watching football games why he had a job. To be honest with you, teams never looked good under Jeff Fisher. I think the first time I saw that was the Titans that lost in the Super Bowl. It's almost like he took a really heavily loaded team and couldn't do nothing with it at the end. And then it just kept looking bad for Jeff Fisher after that. So I don't know, something made me, you know what it was? One day, me and a homie of mine, we were sitting there talking. We were talking about linebackers. You know what I mean? Who the best linebacker is, right? Me, as a Chicago Bears fan back then, still am. I said Brian Urlacher was the better linebacker. And why did I say that? Because I like the culmination of everything Brian Urlacher was about: speed, strength, intelligence. He can catch. And when I say speed, dude was running with running backs. Brian Urlacher was fast, okay? Now, at the time he asked me that, the point of his question was in the time period, and his reason was Ray Lewis. And I didn't disagree, but I wanted to understand more why he didn't, based on everything Brian Urlacher was doing for the Bears and how he commanded their defense, what was so different. And he pointed out the simple fact that when Brian Urlacher got paid, Brian Urlacher declined. And I couldn't deny what I saw. I mean, I went and I looked and I did the research. And when he got paid, and I think it was really after between the payment and the injury, he wasn't the same. Now, that's okay. It happens. It's just that point of the story is that part taught me the importance of research in sports. All right? Let's move fast forward. You got Jeff Fisher. I didn't like nothing I saw in this guy. I never understood why he kept getting coaching jobs or keeping jobs. And he destroyed players. So I did research. Jeff Fisher was a head coach for 20 years. 20. Jeff Fisher only had four winning seasons as a head coach out of 20 years. How in Lord's name do you have a head coaching job? How do you keep getting a head coaching job when you have shown through a 20-year span you can only win 4 times? So now I'm like, okay, somebody's fooling people and somebody's lying to people because nobody's telling the truth. He must be cheap. He just must be likable. There's some fooly-wooly going on that people kept hiring Jeff Fisher until finally they just like, okay, yeah, you're bad. What took y'all so long to realize that? What took y'all after the 20 years of his debacle to show y'all he wasn't good? Like he has, okay, I don't know if people get that, right? Bill Belichick will go down as a legend because there is no way in God's earth his losses will ever catch up with his wins. Ever. Ever. Jeff Fisher had 20 seasons and only won 4 times. I don't even know how many of those were playoff wins. I just know 4 seasons were only like the fact that, hey, they were above 500 basically. Yeah, I think one of them was a 13 win, but 20? Bro, come on. So, research has always been the pinnacle of what I do. And I pay attention to things that I see on the field that help my research, i.e., can somebody please explain to me why Todd Bowles keeps getting a job? Show me in Todd Bowles' career. I'm not even going to pull up his stats. I've done none of that for him. I'm not pulling up nothing. I want y'all to tell Coach. I want somebody to go out there and just find the inclination that Coach is wrong about this guy, that I am overreacting, that, hell, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Because as it pertains to me, with the shorter career, he works in Jeff Fisher. Show me where Todd Bowles has a winning season outside of having Tom Brady as his quarterback. Tell me. Because last time I saw him with the Jets, couldn't win. Couldn't do it. That was his head coaching job, by the way. Couldn't do it with the Jets. What y'all expect him to do with the Bucs? See, everybody keep holding on to that Super Bowl win, but Todd Bowles did something he never did in his career, and that was blitz. Okay. I hate using the word because I don't like insulting folks. I really don't. But for the dummies in the back that just don't get it, bro, listen to me. Listen to me very clearly. In the sport of football, it's chess. It's 11 versus 11. If you only have 10 versus 11, don't you think that's a little unmatched? If you only have 9 versus 11, don't you think that's a little unmatched? And if you only have 8 versus 11, don't you think that's a little unmatched? So when you have 2 starting offensive linemen down in the Super Bowl and your quarterback is suffering from turf toe, meaning he can't run on third downs like he's been doing all season, bro, I'd blitz my ass off to and secure me a Super Bowl win. Why would I play anything passive when your 2 starting offensive linemen are down and I can get to your quarterback in any fashion and I want to? Why? Because, yes, the one thing that they did have, let's not forget something. They don't have a secondary in Tampa Bay. They never had a secondary in Tampa Bay. They had a front 7. That was it. Why do you think you could put up so many yards on Tampa? The only problem was when they shortened that field, you in trouble because that front 7 going to get to you. But you can pass all damn day on Tampa. That never stopped at all because they run a Tampa 2 defense. That Todd Bowles, sorry defense. That's what they've always ran. It ain't going nowhere. Y'all forget Todd Bowles used to be with Tampa? Y'all forgot that, huh? And how'd he do that? Huh? How'd he do? Oh, that didn't look too good, did it? So now here we are again with the same ugly Tampa 2 defense. The front 7 ain't what it was because remember, the runner who ran this whole campaign was Bruce Arians, one of the greatest minds in football. And where he at? Oh, he upstairs with a better paycheck, not dealing with this field crap, not dealing with the aftermath of Tom Brady. Yeah, you got Baker Mayfield, but this is the aftermath of Tom Brady. You don't want to deal with that if you're Bruce Arians. You got your Super Bowl ring, Phil. Bye. So you gave it to Todd Bowles. Like, here you go. Because you don't care. That's I don't know if anybody got that part. The way Bruce Arians kind of just walked away. He didn't care. He went upstairs. He didn't care. He gave it to Todd Bowles because he didn't care. Because anything that happens on the field, Ain't got nothing to do with him. That ain't part of his job no more. That's Todd Bowles and how they looking right now. Here's the funny part about how they look, right? I do need to go and fish for a stat. Always got to go fish for my stats, guys. I never do without it because when I talk to y'all, I need you guys to hear certain things that come out of my mouth. You know what I mean? Because I'm the first. Like, look, I say things based off what I see in numbers. I love numbers. Numbers tell me more than what people think. Numbers tell you more than people see. Darrelle Revis with 29 interceptions. He's in the Hall of Fame. And the words that have come out of everybody's mouth, Revis out. He's a shutdown corner. He's going to shut you down. That's very true. I'm never going to count that out. Give me Ashanti Samuels. Because outside of them 21 he had and them 135 tackles he had, give me Ashanti Samuels for 147, 150 some tackles with 3 touchdowns on defense because he forced 3 turnovers and he had 56 interceptions. Active in the interception game. Give me Ashanti Samuels. We're not putting him in the Hall of Fame. Whoever's writing this crap up, every single last one of y'all need to lose your jobs, to be quite honest with you. I have no idea why Ashanti Samuels is not in the Hall of Fame. He needs to be in there pronto because that is absolutely ridiculous. He has 3 more stats better than Darrelle Revis, and the same stats that they share are better than Darrelle Revis. You can shut down one side all you want. Where did the Jets go with that shutdown corner? Because he got a Super Bowl ring with the Patriots. He didn't get one with the Jets. He asked for more money with the Jets. He bled them dry because while he was shutting down people, other teams were still winning. Where were the Jets winning with this shutdown? Darrelle Revis Island. I'm not coming for it. But the Eagles win the playoffs a lot with Ashanti Samuels and all them 56 picks. I like numbers. Numbers tell me more than people think. So when I look at the numbers of, let's go look at a quarterback for a second, right? Let's go look at Baker. I just want to show you guys something about Baker. Baker Mayfield has played really good football. Out of 9 games, he has 2 games under 200 yards. One was a win and one was a loss. One was 173 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and that was against Minnesota, first game of the season. And another game was against Philly, one of the best teams in the NFL right now, with 146 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. And that one kind of sucked because I know I told people to start him that week because Philly's secondary you can pass on, but obviously they didn't get a chance. They didn't do it that week. However, outside of those 2 games, he's been 317, 246, 206, 275, 237, and 265. Nothing dissimilar from Jalen Hurts outside of Jalen Hurts' consistent 3 touchdowns a game. Remember, I hold true to that statement because Gus is one of my workers at Maxwell, and I told him to draft Jalen Hurts. And my reasoning for telling him, it was even in one game he was worried because it was second half and Jalen Hurts had nothing. I said, bro, relax. You have to understand something about Jalen Hurts. One thing he's going to do, it's going to be a 2-for-1. He's either giving you 2 touchdowns passing and 1 rushing, or he's giving you 2 rushing and 1 passing. He is going to get 3 touchdowns a game. Do not worry. That's the only thing Baker Mayfield is honestly missing because he only has 1 game with 3 touchdowns. Other than that, it's 1 and 2. But here's my point. He only has 1, 2. Baker Mayfield only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Baker Mayfield got 12 touchdowns and 4 interceptions playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You understand that? Baker Mayfield has 12 touchdowns and 4 interceptions playing for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield playing really good football. You want to know what the problem with the Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay Buccaneers is? Because here's the thing, right? I told every single last one of y'all, go get Sam Howell. Why? I said, if you want to stack your team and you need a quarterback in the end, that's Sam Howell. Some of y'all listen to me. I'm so happy because ain't none of y'all came at me and told me, Coach, you one dumb son of a bee. Because every single last person that has Sam Howell on their team has played Sam Howell, and they have won football games with Sam Howell. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Because the purpose of me telling you to draft Sam Howell is what? He's going to get you 2 touchdowns a game. He's going to get you averagely around 250 yards a game. That's about 17, 18 points a game with upside, whereas you have stacked the deck with all your players of other positions because you took a quarterback low. Danny, who unfortunately took his first loss in the Maxwell League, has Baker Mayfield as his quarterback, right? And he's been undefeated up to this week. Up to week 9, he's been undefeated. And Baker Mayfield played a beautiful game against Houston. That boy, C.J. Stroud, played a better game. It just is what it is. But let me tell you, this is not a bash on Baker Mayfield. This is a bash on that sorry-ass Todd Bowles. I'm so sick and tired of this man, and he is now ruining what could have been the emergence of Baker freaking Mayfield. Do y'all not understand that? And he sits there with that stupid smirk on his. He ain't got no answers. He don't know how to coach. I don't know what you people see in this guy, but he is not a football coach. He is a trash man. He needs to come off the field. Y'all don't get that they won the Super Bowl not because of Todd Bowles. They won the Super Bowl because of Bruce Arians. All Todd Bowles did was send blitzes. He never blitzes. He runs a cover 2 defense. You do not blitz when you are a cover coach, i.e., go ask them. Go ask the Chargers. Go ask Minnesota. They run the same cover 2 defense. They don't run a Tampa 2, but they run a cover 2 defense. You do not blitz in a cover 2. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? He only blitzed, and it was man because he could. They were down 3 people, 2 linemen, and a quarterback with turf toe. You want to know how sick it is to think Todd Bowles was great in that Super Bowl? I'm going to do you one even better. How many of y'all love me? How many of y'all know me? How many of y'all know as one player I despise in the NFL? That doggone Jadeveon Clowney. And I'm going to tell you right now, if Jadeveon Clowney was on that Tampa Bay defense, Jadeveon Clowney would have had 6 sacks in that one Super Bowl. Yep, against Patrick Mahomes. Yep, he himself. That's how weak an offensive line is when you are down 2 linemen, bro. I don't think people understand the strength and chemistry that it builds to build in the trench, to have the trust of the man in the middle and the man's to the side. And bro, when you go ask Purdy. Go ask Purdy what life in the NFL is like without his starting left tackle. One damn line. Go ask that man what life is like without his dang on left tackle. Don't worry, I wait. I ain't got nowhere to go. I just started the show. This is the Todd Bowles bashing hour. Go tell me what it looked like. Go tell me what it looked like when he had his left tackle. Eyes closed. He took a nap. Go ask Brady what happened on them years when he couldn't get past the second round because he had a left tackle. But go ask Tom Brady what happened when he had a left tackle. Go ask. Y'all remember that year Brady was playing for fun? I want to say that was the year Revis was there. Because that was the year Brady was out there punting footballs on 4th down. If he couldn't get the throw. That was Brady having fun in New England. Y'all understand me? That season, I loved that season. And that was the Darrelle Revis Super Bowl season. And it was well deserved. Because if you think it was just Darrelle Revis, you're stupid. Because Darryl Browner was on the other side. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? One of the most penalized corners was on the other side of the field, and Bill Belichick had him there. One of the most penalized corners in the NFL was the New England Patriot, and it didn't stop. He was still one of the most heavily penalized corners that year because he's physical. because he get up in your skin. And half of you little babies cry when he put his hands on you. So, flag. Half them things didn't even get past 5 yards, but that boy Darryl Brown was so physical. He was so physical at the line of scrimmage. Bill Belichick left him there. He didn't care for the penalties. You want to know why? Because they were able to recover. It did not matter. With a heavily penalized secondary because of Darryl Browner, they were also the number 1 secondary in the NFL. You could not throw the ball. It did not matter. You understand? They only moved the ball forward against the Patriots that year because of the flag. Literally. But it wasn't because the flag was in the air. No. It was a 5-yard penalty for holding because he was jamming you at the line and you couldn't go or you could not get away. So, yeah, you sold it like he was holding you. Nah, you just couldn't get physical with Darryl Browner, so you had to set it. I know what it was like. I watched those games. So that year, Tom Brady also had a left tackle, a beautiful left tackle. And Tom Brady actually sat. That was the year that you could literally say Tom Brady sat the pocket tight his shoe, ate a sandwich, drank some beer, came back through traffic in L.A., and then threw a touchdown. That's how protected he was with that left tackle. So I need y'all to understand what it's like when you lose 2 offensive linemen in general, and you have turf toe. You ain't gonna win. You're gonna see that about 5 yards behind you so much, you can't wait for the game to be over. You understand what I'm telling you? It's horrible without protection. And all Todd Bowles did was take it. They didn't even expose it. He took it. It was already known that they weren't playing. He just took advantage and won a Super Bowl. And I really Tom Brady too. But come on, it's Todd Bowles, bro. They should not look. They have a really good offense. Even White is looking good with Baker Mayfield. I don't know who the quarterback coach is or who the offensive coordinator is. Somebody needs to get this guy that job because he is making this offense look absolutely amazing. It ain't Todd Bowles. He's a defensive coordinator and a trash one, i.e., look at the defense. Everything is ran by Todd Bowles now, and it looks like garbage. Y'all didn't want to believe it last year. Why? Because the blame had to go one place. It had to go to Tom Brady, right? Because he was the one that looked bad in his last year. I ain't gonna lie. He did. And he also was missing players. And he also had to deal with the aftermath of Antonio Brown. This is the boss. Say hi, boss. You're the boss. Go play with Lucy. Daddy got to finish the show.
Okay, and you'll play with us?
Yes, when I finish, Daddy gonna play with you guys. You gonna play with JoJo? Go play. No, don't go that way. No, go play over this way. Yeah, it's too small on that side. So that way you go this side, you can throw her the ball on this side in the grass. No jump. Don't jump. Don't jump, Lucy.
Bless you, Lucy.
Bless you. Go play. Go get your toys. All right, so look. Todd Bowles there's nothing to be exposed. There's nothing to make. Don't make excuses for him anymore. Like, he's a bad coach, okay? He doesn't know how to coach. I don't know what you people want. He was bad in Tampa. He was bad with the Jets, and now he's bad again with Tampa. Like, what do you people? What is it that you all need to see? He's just not good. He's not. And honestly, Baker Mayfield now is looking bad because he can't coach. And Baker Mayfield has good numbers. They should be winning most of these games, like real talk, and they're not. They don't even have a hard schedule. Think about that too. They don't even have a hard schedule. And then enter Antonio Pierce, a defensive coach who was a player who comes in, wins his first game. Wins it. Get up, JoJo.
No.
Wins his first game. Then you got Josh Dobbs. Ain't been with the team but 3 days. Don't know nobody's name. Wins for Minnesota. You got Baker Mayfield. You got Mike Williams. You got Chris Godwin. You got Rashad White. You got Cade Otton. Cade freaking Otton. And y'all can't win a football game. Because the defense can't stop anything. Because it's led by that dummy Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles is as bad as Adam Gase. You understand how bad the Jets had him go from Todd Bowles to Adam Gase? That was horrible. That's how bad Todd Bowles is. He's Adam Gase in a different light. Later, yeah. When I get done. Mm-hmm. Go play. Go play. So, I do think after this season, Todd Bowles will be fired. They won't have a winning record. The promotion will go to the offensive coordinator because at the end of the day, the offense looks good. What I hope is it'll be able to continue next year with Baker. Like I hope Baker. This is where it gets better for him in his career. I don't think people give it. Baker he was never a bad quarterback. Like dude came to the Browns, won the job. I don't like how they did. No, down. Get up, Doug. Don't sit down. Get up. Go inside. Wait till I'm finished. All right. So anyway, because I got a stubborn dog and a stubborn daughter. So let's see. Where was I at? I lost my train of thought. So again, Todd Bowles. Oh, okay. So I do believe, Baker Mayfield had to deal with Freddie Kitchens, who wasn't a good coach. He would look good, and then the minute a good coach played him, he was just outplayed in so many bad ways. So, enough of Todd Bowles. Let's go into these chats now. All right, what we got? Dylan, what's up? Let's see. Trade Joe Mixon, James Cook, and MT for Bijan and Algier. Full PPR based off my full team below. Let's see. You got Pollard, Mixon, Jared Cook, Herbert, Hunt, Spears. No, don't make that trade. I don't care. No, keep Joe Mixon, keep James Cook. You don't need Bijan or Algier. You don't need them at all. You don't need them. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Keep what you got at this point, because I'm gonna be honest with you. You can listen to everything they're saying that you want to in Atlanta. Even you gotta understand at this point in the season, it's not like Bijan's gonna help this team like go to the playoffs. That's not gonna happen. I'm calling it for you. You want to check inside? So no, I wouldn't make that trade. See, it feels like there's a lot of depth, maybe too much. Do you think? I mean, with what you already have, you're good. So there's no. I think you can. I think you'll be fine keeping what you got. To be quite honest with you. Yeah, I don't think you need to change what you got. I don't trust Bijan or Algier. To be honest with you, Algier is vulturing red zone targets from his own teammate, who should be the somewhat star. But let's go back to what I said in the beginning. You draft Bijan Robinson that high, right? If they win 6-7 games, it's because of Bijan, and he gets 1,200 yards on the season. We're down 9. We're down 9 games, and I don't think he's reaching that 1,200 unless he breaks a bunch of 200-yard games going here forward. Let me check what his stats is as of late. Bijan has a playoff. Bijan ain't making it to the playoffs, Dylan. I don't know why people think Atlanta's going to the playoffs. They're not going to the playoffs. Hey, let me see something real quick. Let me see. Okay. All right, guys. So Coach needs to go ahead and take a quick commercial break so I can handle some things and get back to my show. So give me 1 second, and Coach will be right back.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri. This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living in different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walk a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. I sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, welcome back. Had to take care of the situation real quick. They had to put the dog back outside. We had to put the daughter inside. Now, we're back to football. Sorry, baby girl is home today because she's not feeling well. So, you know, it is what it is. She's doing, it's just getting a little distracting with her trying to play with the dog, and the dog don't want to listen. But it's all good. It's all good. All right, let's get back to these chats real quick. Let's see here. Ty, man, thank you for joining, bro. I ain't seen you in a while, my guy. Thank you. Let's see here. My fantasy team's doing good, coach. I've been in the back of the class taking notes. I love it. Hey, sometimes you got to be that guy that. Because see, what Ty's trying to tell everybody, this is his first exposure of talking. And he might have even said a little too much, to be quite honest with you. He might have even said just a little too much. Because see, everybody listen to coach. But see, what Ty does, Ty's real good at identifying. You feel me? And when coach says certain things, certain people, he listens. He goes and gets those ones that nobody paying attention to. You see what I'm saying? Ty listen. Ty and Kev and Tomo, they listen. Okay. Even Kev, the fact that I didn't like his roster at first, but he stuck with that. And he adjusted some more he adjusted some parts of his roster. Homeboy I think he's sitting above 500 now. So I love it when people take notes and listen to coach, man. That kind of stuff right there make me happy, man. I love that. Let's see. Bijan has a really nice playoff schedule. Only reason I'm intrigued. I don't. Oh, fantasy. Also, you're right. You're right. I got to remember, too, fantasy playoffs are so different from regular. I'm so sorry. So, I mean, he does. I see what you're saying. Actually, you know what? I do see what you're saying now. Because but how are Joe Mixon and James Cook's playoff schedule? The only one I would be worried about is James Cook, because Fournette is there. And if you're worried about Fournette vulturing from James Cook, based off the playoff schedule for Bijan in fantasy, you might be right. Now I understand like where you're going with it. So yeah, you might be right for that type of trade. I might be behind you on that, due to the fact that depending on what, and like I said, if you're worried about the vulturing happening to James Cook when Leonard Fournette get in that game, then I understand the trade. Let's see here. He's talking about the now, everybody. This is my guy Ty. Same guy. This is the guy who I have the $100 bet with. He ain't betting me. He ain't paying me no $100 if they lose. I told him I will give him $100. Atlanta make it to the playoffs. If Atlanta turn around, and you know what's so sad? That the NFC is so sucky. Tampa Bay, who should be up there, ain't. So by default, these daggone Atlanta Falcons, if they somehow get in with like 7 games, they'll be in the playoffs, and I owe $100 to Ty. It is what it is. Like I said I will pay to see that happen. Coach stand by his words. I don't back down. I ain't getting no little $100. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to eat no McDonald's for a little bit, but it's all right. My fat ass need to eat some salads anyway. All right, so let's see what else we got. What would you consider fair to make the trade? Let's see. For me, based on your roster, honestly, put Pollard. I would do Pollard, James Cook. I would do Pollard, James Cook. Pollard, James Cook, and Monty. I'd keep mixing. I'd keep mixing on the roster, but I would do Pollard, James Cook, and MT. Yeah, that's what I would do. That would make the fair trade for Bijan and Algier. So if you want them to both. Yeah. Wait, who never gets red zone work? You talking Bijan? Another problem with Atlanta, if they're losing, what are they gonna do? They gotta pass. They gotta find a way to make this quarterback work. So their quarterback situation is bad. Look, I don't think Bijan is a bad player at all. Never been my issue about it. The same as Kyle Pitts. I don't think he's a bad player either. What I think is neither one of them should have been an Atlanta Falcon. They have so many other problems on that team. These two people aren't going to do anything to make them better. Obviously, we can tell that by the 3 years Kyle Pitts has been here and done nothing. I mean, what's going to change? All right. So let us move on. We did our Todd Bowles stint as we're talking to Coach, but we have, let's see, let's go into our fantasy football news and updates. Let's see what kind of news we got out there for you guys. All right, here we go. So, all right, so I have this one. I gotta come from a man, bro. I really do. He had many times to make this right, but let me listen to this real quick. Yep. 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 Exactly what they do. Yep. Yep. So Jets gaslighted everybody with Zach Wilson, like we all knew. I mean, I don't know who didn't know that. As Joy Taylor said, I love listening to Joy. She will go off on anybody. She don't care. I love it. So look, Ryan, I love Robert Saleh, and right now he put his job in jeopardy. You're in the New York market, and you tried to control the media your way. Down. You tried to control the media your way, and it backfired. Like, there's no way you knew Zach Wilson was your guy. No way. Like, what did Zach Wilson do from the draft to now that showed you after Aaron Rodgers went down that we just have to support him? No, there were so many other options you should have made. So many. You didn't. And now, when it's asked about him getting benched because he's clearly holding the Jets back, you want to plead the fifth. No, you don't get to. Sorry. You get to answer the questions now. You get to deal with the tough situations that are coming from the Jets because you may not miss the playoff because it's about to get – I think it's going to get bad. I don't think it's going to – at one point it had a good light. Now they're talking like, oh, no, that's silly. It's a whole mess now. It's a whole mess in this New York media like it always is. And now it just looks really bad. And your job is on the line for Zach Wilson, my guy. You put your success and your great defensive name on the line for this crappy guy. Why? For what? So, I mean, I don't know. There's nothing to fix. There's nothing to fix. So, I mean, right now, you better win out. Because I do think if Ryan Saleh loses, I don't think he loses his job this year. But again, I do believe his job is in jeopardy. And the Jets better win next year. Playoffs, whatever, they better not miss the playoffs. He will be fired next year if that happens. And if they start off with a bad record, he'll be fired immediately. Like, he put himself in a bad way right now. Like, I don't know. I think you didn't have to support Zach Wilson and make him your quarterback. I mean, if that's what you had, and you need to observe and go through your options, that's fine. But you put 100 support behind him. Like, what did you think was going to happen? So this is what support looked like for Zach Wilson. All right, so let's see what else we got. Excuse me. Let's see, any more news? I need to look at my that's right. I need to go to where's my fantasy news. Oh, that's what I wanted to discuss. So you got DeAndre Swift was fined $9,857 for trucking a Commander defender in last week's game. Let me tell you something, bruh. NFL, stop. Are you really seriously gonna now we're finding players for defending themselves during the run? So you're just supposed to get hit? Like, I don't get what you want, NFL. Sometimes I don't really get what you want. And you're gonna lose fans with this kind of crap. This is stupid. And it's almost like you're being petty because you're paying out these egregious contracts and you want to find a way to outweigh them with fines. And this is really stupid. Like, you find Tyreek Hill because he had socks on? Like, come on, bro. You really couldn't have sent Tyreek Hill a warning and said, hey, please, next time, could you please stay in the proper uniform? Socks are a part of the proper uniform. Like you really fined him, and you fined him a lot of damn money. Are you serious? And now he is protecting himself during a run. And it wasn't even that hard. He put his shoulder into that little boy's chest. And you find him? Okay, NFL, I love you. You keep playing these. You keep playing these ignorant games against black players, you're gonna lose a lot of fans. You thought I was gonna sugarcoat anything? This is my show. NFL don't pay me. ESPN don't pay me. Joe paid me. So you keep playing with these black players like this, because I don't see not one white player in the NFL getting fined for anything. But you find this man for a truck? Are you serious? You know, anytime Christian McCaffrey running people over? Okay. Keep playing, NFL. I love you. Keep playing. Keep playing. This is just something I've been noticing a long time since the contract's been coming out. And I just noticed these egregious fines from a lot of black players. You can use the excuse that that's 80% of the league. I don't care. What is that just? So that just makes it an easier target then, huh? Oh no, I don't play about mine. Okay, and I love you, NFL, and I love this sport, but you will lose me as a fan. You keep this hot garbage up. I'm sorry, because this is very stupid. I don't know how to stop watching a video without making you all look like stupid idiots. You are a whole entity, and you're gonna find one of your pawns for protecting himself on a run. Just stop. This is egregious and stupid. I can't even believe that I'm actually having to talk about this, because he got fined for trucking a defender. NBA, be careful. Be careful. Nut check. I'm telling you, hanging on that rim and nut checking, you're gonna get fined. You can't hang your nut check no more. You're gonna get fined, NBA, because the NFL done already started. We're gonna fine everybody black, get all this money back that we didn't pay them. What else you want me to say? What else you want me to say? There's no way trucking a player is worth $9,000. Like, come on, bro. Whatever. Like that kind of teed me off. That really did. That teed me off. I just don't even know how to deal with that. All right, let's see. Week 9 fantasy football reactions. CJ Stroud is him. I mean, he's rookie of the year. What else you want? He's rookie of the year. And nothing stopping that, bro. He is rookie of the year. He is a beast. The dude has 1-2 turnovers on the season, maybe 3. He is killing it in the touchdown game and the yardage game. He is leading in everything, if I'm not mistaken. And the rookie. So yeah, he is him. Dak Prescott is back in the circle of fantasy trust. Yeah, absolutely. If you're not starting Dak Prescott every week, I really don't know what you're doing. You're not watching football or paying attention to coach's show. I haven't said sit Dak Prescott in any week, to be honest with you. Let's see. Rachaad White is a top 12 running back moving forward. Absolutely. I agree with this. I love Mac Daddy fantasy football. He has some good takes, and I agree with that take. Rachaad White is as of late, and again, his last 3 weeks have proven that. Ironically, another weapon added to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and they still can't win a football game because why? Todd Bowles. All right, so what we got? Well, let's see. Amari Cooper is a top 15 wide receiver when Deshaun Watson plays. Yeah. Taysom Hill might be worth in every week start at tight end. Look, my man Lucas, he dropped him. And he dropped he dropped 22 points last week. He still won, I think, but he would have had more points with that. So hopefully he picks Taysom Hill back up. Taysom Hill is an automatic start every week. I actually said that for the last 2 weeks. Keaton Mitchell will be the number 1 waiver wire ad this week. Yeah, he will, because everybody is fascinated with that 9 for 138. Don't do that. I don't mind. Again, pick him up. I even said pick him up. So again, yes, he will be the number 1 waiver wire ad. Don't put him in your lineup yet. Don't do that yet. T. Higgins looks back. Yes. My man Jose picked up T. Higgins, so I love that. Yeah, T. Higgins looks he's good. The Bengals are basically about to soar. All Gus Edwards does is score touchdowns. He's the goal line vulture, and he is the true one. And if you have Gus, he's gonna get you a lot of touchdowns. That one I do agree with. Oh, it looks like Coach having some difficulty. Let's go back to commercial break, and I will be back. Hopefully my screen is fixed. Yeah, let's go to a quick commercial break, and hopefully everything will be fixed after that.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri. This is Ed Han.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes. They gon' take a few to lose. Built to win. Applied myself. I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm ready to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm ready to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, coach is back, and the screen is not fixed. So I am going to go ahead and stop the camera for right now. We just basically going to go by audio. Let's see here. Let's see. They got Heineken started now. Yeah, and here's, okay, good. Now I can talk about something that only Washington fans have only heard me say for the last 4 years. Heineken's good. You want to know what the problem with Heineken is? He's short. And when you throw a ball or have to catch a ball from Taylor Heineke, 9 times out of 10, you got to leave your feet. You are not letting stride. What it means is you're not getting yards after catch. You get popped in your back or in your rib cages or in your spine. That's your spine. Because of the way he pretty much lays you out as a receiver. So he's going to get Drake London hurt. And not Jonnu Smith only because he's a big tight end target, so he can be a backfield type of player. But I don't, just because Taylor Heineke, again, I actually like him, but his height does not make him viable for this team at all because I've seen too much of what his height does over there in Washington, and that's just going to continue with Atlanta. Jay, let's see. Would you start Foreman tonight over Gus Edwards? Well, let me see. That's a good question. Gus, let me see what your let me see who you playing this week, Gussie. The only thing about Gus, he's not getting any he's not getting any yards, but he will vulture touchdowns. Yeah, he is the goal line vulture. He's playing Cleveland. That's a division game. That's a tough one. And Deontay Foreman. Here's the thing, I don't like the Carolina Panthers defense at all. Let me see something. Where are you? There we go. We are looking for defenses. All right. And Carolina. So Carolina through 9 games have 3 interceptions. No, 4. Carolina through 9 games only have 2 fumble recoveries. Carolina through 9 games, however, have 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17 sacks. Not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, the bulk of them came in. Well, it is bad because the bulk of those sacks came in the first 2 weeks against division rivals. And since week 3 through 9, they've pretty much declined from 2 sacks a game, literally to Indiana's 1 sack a game. So, there's something else I'm looking for. Is this the complete stats that I'm looking for? I'm looking for complete stats. I'm trying to see. Here we go. Defense. This is what I'm looking for. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Let me see. That's what I'm looking for. NFL defense ranking. That's what I'm looking for. All right. I want to look at Carolina's numbers against the run. That's what I'm trying to find. All right, here we go. So, Carolina. Where are the Panthers? There we go. Panthers. Oh. Ooh. I don't know. We might not be starting Foreman, guys. All right, so total defense. Panthers are ranked 8th in total defense. That's really, 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 really good. They only allow 304 yards, 310 yards a game. Touchdowns, they've only allowed 28 touchdowns. That's a lot compared to a lot of others. So let's find out where those 28 come from. So passing defense, Panthers are 5th. They only allow 178, and they've only allowed 11. Rushing defense, Panthers are bing. That's exactly what I was looking for. Go ahead and start Foreman. Panthers are 28th against the run, and they have allowed the second most touchdowns with 14, because Colts have allowed 15 rushing touchdowns. So they have allowed the second most rushing touchdown they have, and they've allowed 131 yards against them. So, yeah, I would actually start Deontay Foreman in this game. Absolutely. Start Deontay Foreman over Gus Edwards tonight. Reason why is Gus may only get you 1, but at least Foreman could get you the yards and the touchdown. Alex Flores, is Foreman a must start if Herbert is out? Yes, if Herbert is out tonight, you start Foreman. If Herbert plays tonight, Jay, if Herbert plays, you may have to go with Gus, only because I don't think Foreman, if Foreman does any work tonight with Herbert playing, it's flex work. And if you need number 2 running back work, you may need to go with Gus over Foreman if Herbert starts. So that's where we have to go. All right, where we at? Let's see if the camera's working again. Nope. We still got me with the ugly look. All right, let's go back to some news. Dalton Kincaid is a top 4 tight end. Yeah, absolutely. I think he's starting to, it's going to get under somebody's skin, but it'll make Allen happy because he has another weapon to throw to outside of just his 2 wide receivers. So this actually helps the Buffalo Bills out tremendously with him being a top 4 target. Not for fantasy purposes. For fantasy purposes, it helps fans or people who play and the owners, the managers. For NFL purposes, this works for them and their playoff push. So, which helps, again, fantasy owners. Let's see. Let's see if there's any more news to discuss. Nope, but we'll save some of this news for tomorrow that I have. So now I need to go find my rankings list. One I can never find on time or when I need it. No, not you. There we go. If they have all my players for the last week. Sometimes they don't do them all. So we got the tight end. We've got wide receivers, we've got running backs, we've got quarterbacks. Perfect. That's exactly what I need. So let's start with the quarterbacks and start with those rankings. We have at number 10, Josh Dobbs with 149 fantasy points, 149.48. We have Kirk Cousins at number 9, but that, of course, will move because Kirk Cousins is out for the season, but he is at 149.74. We have number 8, Justin Herbert at 156.84 fantasy points. CJ Stroud at number 7, wearing number 7, and 7 is my lucky number. I love that. He is at 157.60 points. Number 6. It's like when things like this happen, you know, they put the smile on Coach's face because Coach be right. You know, everybody clown Coach. Everybody clown people who listen to Coach. But if you listen to Coach, you right now have a top 6 scoring quarterback and Sam Howell. Yeah, pimp. Sam Howell at number 6 above. They won't last, but because Sam Howell's been more consistent. But Sam Howell's number 6 at 158.54. So not too far ahead of Justin Herbert and CJ Stroud, but slightly above. You got Tua Tagovailoa at number 5 at 165.66 fantasy points. You have Lamar Jackson at number 4 at 170.16 fantasy points. Patrick Mahomes at number 3 with 171.48 fantasy points. And Jalen Hurts at number 2 with 205.48 fantasy points. And number 1, the god of fantasy football, Josh Allen with 210.22 fantasy points. So those are your top 10 fantasy quarterback scoring leaders. All right. Hold on, Lucy. We're almost done. Be patient. All right. Let's see. Next, we have wide receivers. The camera's not working. Had to turn it off. So next, we have running back. Sorry, we have running back. All right. So at number 10, we have Kenneth Walker at 115.30. That may not sustain that he is actually on a decline right now, but hopefully it won't last. Hopefully it won't last. Let's see. Isaiah Pacheco at 116. Not too loud. If you want, take it inside. So you can turn it on. Okay, we'll take it inside then. Isaiah Pacheco at 116.50 points. At number 9, Derrick Henry at number 8 with 122.68 points. Number 7, Alvin Kamara. What a big jump too, because he was out most of the season or at the beginning of the season. So that's a big jump at number 7. For Alvin Kamara at 124.80 points. Number 6 at Zach Moss at 127.80 points, but that will not sustain as we see Jonathan Taylor is on the rise. At number 5 is DeAndre Swift at 130 points. Josh Jacobs at number 4 with 132. Stop at 132.80 points. Travis Etienne at 163.90 points at number 3. Raheem Mostert at number 2 at 170 points, at 170.60 points. And Christian McCaffrey at number 1 with 200.40 points, blowing out the competition at running back right now. But those are your top 10 fantasy scorers at running back. Next, we have wide receivers. Number 10, Amon-Ra St. Brown at 139.90 points. DJ Moore at number 9 with 148.50 points. Number 8 is Adam Thielen at 149.60 points. Number 7 is Jamar Chase at 157.10 points. CeeDee Lamb at 158.70 points at number 6. Good job at CeeDee Lamb. He is really pushing and really emerging as the number 1 receiver for the Dallas Cowboys, and it is something good to see. Puka Nacua, it might drop though, but he's number 5 at 159.10. Keenan Allen, 164.56 at number 4. Stephon Diggs is number 3 at 195.40, which will drop when it get cold. AJ Brown at 203.50 at number 2, and who was going out the competition, but it looks like AJ Brown is just being sneaky and coming. But number 1, and I believe he is in line for, I believe he should be the front runner for MVP, but it is Tyreek Hill at 224.30 fantasy football points. And last but not least, we do have our wonderful tight ends. Number 10, Dalton Schultz at 90 points. And if you have Dalton Schultz, please be happy because it's going to continue to climb. Taysom Hill at number 9 with 90.58 points. Out of Dallas Goedert, 91 points at number 8. Number 7 is Evan Ingram at 92.40. Number 6 is George Kittle at 94.50. Number 5 is Cole Kmet at 108.50. And please start him. We'll get to that in a minute. Sam Laporta is number 4 at 110.40. Number 3 is Mark Andrews at 124.70. Number 2 is TJ Hawkinson at 130.70. And number 1 is Travis Kelce at 140.70. So those are your top 10 scoring leaders for tight ends for fantasy football. And a couple more news updates, actually. We have, let's see, injury update for Justin Jefferson. So the Vikings designated Justin Jefferson to return from IR, and he can practice with the team today. So that's very good. It's Thursday. I don't know if he'll play this week, but the fact that he's back at practice, hopefully, we'll see how the practice reports go by Friday. But of course, if he's not playing this week, he's definitely playing by next week. So it's good news that he's trending upward off of the IR. He's not basically staying on IR. He's coming off IR. He's going to move. He looks to be playing, if not this week, then by next week. And another bit of news. All right, so Jamar Chase did not practice today with a back issue. So we'll keep our eye on that. When did this report come out? This came out 17 hours ago. Okay, so we'll keep our eye on that the next couple of days. If he's at practice tomorrow, limited, he may be okay to play. If he's not at practice tomorrow, we might have to worry. All right, now let's get into our last segment. Check the comments real quick. Chris. All right, look, that is one Todd Bowles hater that has my 110th, 20th, 40th, 200% full support. We hate Todd Bowles. I do not like that man. I don't care for him. I don't care for his stupid smirk. I don't think he's a good coach. And I wish other people would see it. All right, so let us get into our last segment. And that is the Bears versus Panthers starts and sits. Let's see here. Bears depth chart. And let's pull up the Panthers depth chart. All right. For the Chicago Bears. For the Chicago Bears, it seems that Justin Fields is still doubtful. They don't even know if he's going to go through pregame warm-up. I don't know if he's playing or not. We'll see. He made it through a week of limited practice without any setbacks or swelling in his right thumb, but the quarterback still hasn't received medical clearance to play. So he's in. So Bagnett is in line to start. So it looks like the rookie's going to start. So let me go look at what Tyson has done. $10 for 14 for 83. That's pretty ugly. 21 for 29 for 162. That's pretty ugly. He has 1 win and 4 losses. 3 losses. Ugh. A lot of interceptions. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm not starting the rookie. I can tell you that much. He is not a start. Do not start Tyson Bagnett. I would start though Deontay Foreman. Because it doesn't look like it looks like it's going to be Deontay Foreman tonight. Doesn't look like Herbert. I don't even see Herbert on the depth chart. They don't even have Herbert on the depth chart. All right. Deontay Foreman is a start. Mooney, what have you done with this rookie? Ooh. So I'm not going to start Mooney. We see DJ Moore. Man. Ugh. They looking too good for the Chicago Bears players. Let me go look at something else. All right, Mooney. Let me look at your fantasy numbers. Nope. Well, 5 for 82. Yeah, I can start Mooney against Carolina. I think he could sustain that. Let's go look at more. I think I was looking at the wrong stat sheet. That's all right. I need to look at fantasy stat sheets. DJ Moore with the rookie has not looked good. Thursday Night Football. It's not looking good for DJ Moore tonight. Maybe Mooney, but not looking too good. Check out this quarterback real quick one more time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong stuff. Okay, he's not 2-2, but too many interceptions though. Shoot, he got to fix that. You take away the interceptions, and he's got better fantasy games. But against Carolina, I would start him. I think he'll be all right tonight. Are they home? Are Chicago home? Yep, they're home. So yeah, you can start if you have to. These are have to. Like I know this game is ugly, so it's bye week fiasco. You don't have many options. It's very limited out there right now. He shouldn't be a starter for you, but if you had to, I would start him. Tyson Baggett. And I would start Mooney over Moore. I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't like Moore in this game for some reason. Kokomet is a start, and as I said, Deontay Foreman is a start. And let me see. Am I starting the Bears kicker? Let's see. And I'm not starting either defense tonight. But let me look at Chicago Bears kicker. Santos. Hell no. Don't start him. Looks like he doesn't get enough kicks. So no, that's the no for him. All right. As for the Carolina Panthers, remember I said don't start either defense. Bryce Young. Are you a start this week, buddy? Oh, his numbers are ass too. Nah, don't start Bryce Young. Looks like we just watching football tonight. I wouldn't start Tyson Baggett either. I wouldn't do that. No, don't do that. DJ Chark is doubtful. Doesn't matter. Adam Thielen is a start. Chuba Hubbard is not a start. Jonathan Mingo is not a start. Hayden Hurst. They don't have a choice. They don't have much. They don't have much at all. Miles Sanders is a deep flex start if you don't have a choice, if you're in a 12 or if you're in a 16, 18, or 20-man league. Miles Sanders is a start. They are missing so many pieces and have so many questionables on their defense. I think it's going to be a bad game for Carolina on the road against the Chicago Bears. Let me see. Bears are just missing Tremont Edmonds. That's it. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. That's literally it. I mean, and they just got Montez Sweat. He's gonna get showcased so much tonight, especially with that paycheck. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears win. Don't start. Actually, I would start the Bears defense. Yep, start the Bears defense tonight. That's a sneaky pick right there. Start the Bears defense tonight. I actually think they're gonna. Do pretty well against Carolina. They don't have anything in Carolina at all, so it'll be a good game for the Chicago Bears defense. So yeah, you can start them. All right, so we have done our starts and sits. We've done coach's talk to coach. That's basically just me going in through the chats and checking and basically having that time to just talk to you guys about anything you want. We've talked about our fantasy scoring leaders. We've ripped Todd Bowles, and I'm gonna keep going. This is inevitable. I want him out. He's not a good coach. I'm gonna do it every week. All right, so thank you all again for today's episode. Come back tomorrow, 9 a.m. sharp, and we will be going over recap for tonight's game and jumping into start and sits for everybody for week 10 for Sunday and Monday. Thanks to you guys again for tuning in. I love you guys. Again, if you love my show, please, I'm not the only one. We have BWT Baseball with Teddy. We have CTC, Carl Talking College. We have a boxing show. We have the R2L regular show, the main show, the big debate show, basically, analytic debate show. We have so many things for you guys to enjoy when it comes to sports. We have live updates. We have updates. We have breaking news. We do everything for you guys who love sports and who love the real, unfiltered, unscripted, ain't got to be written by ESPN to tell us what to say type stuff. We come straight from what we know up here, man. We come straight from the top. All right. We do our notes. We do our homework. We do our research for you guys. But again, that's to give you guys the best sports news that we possibly can give you. All right. So, That's what we're here for. We want people to have the best media news out there. We don't want to keep having this fake media stuff. No, we want to give you guys the real because we're real about what we want to do. I'm real about football. I love football. You telling me all I got to do is come on here in front of put my face in the camera and talk about the sport that I love for what, an hour to 2 hours? Man, that's just give me a bunch of papers so I can make airplanes. Like that's what I did in kindergarten. You feel me? So this is nothing. I love it. Okay. I love you guys for tuning in and watching. Like I said, for you guys to come in the comments and light it up, telling me you're taking my notes and you're winning in fantasy, or you're listening to everything I tell you and you're winning in fantasy. Like Jose had a question. He's got T. Higgins to start in the flex, or is this the week because he has a Sam Laporta and he has Cole Kmet? Is this the week to go double tight end set? Yeah. Want to know why? We take that risk. That's what fantasy football is all about. If it doesn't work, we won't do that again. If it does, we won't do it again. But man, it worked. Trust me, I have lost to somebody putting 2 tight ends, and I won doing that. Sometimes there's a certain week that it does call for, and this just for him. When you look at the matchup, T. Higgins has a decent matchup with the Bengals this week, but Cole Kmet has a great matchup this week against Carolina. All right, so I like Cole Kmet and the Sam Laporta tag team of a double tight end set. So basically running a tight end in your flex this week. Hopefully it works. And if it does, hey, coach just looks smarter and smarter every week. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow for another great show, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. FFC is out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.